at the beginning. It's what I do all the time now.
No me toques.
Calm down, Mexico.
Damn, Marcus, you don't Spanish for that.
You play too much.
Free me, senpai. Alright. Actual intro. Hello.
Yo, welcome back.
Welcome back to Loser's Quest. Dun, dun, dun.
Season 2, Episode 2. That's what they're going to be under once they're uploaded.
Fuck it.
Okay.
I'm down.
Technically, I feel like we're in the new season after our soft reboot.
We had some pretty good character development. Marcus grew a third arm. Eddie lost some hair. Sergio got ripped, then unripped, and then ripped again. Me, I got jumped a couple of times.
But that improved your character.
It didn't. I'm probably the only one who did it. Just a lot of pain.
Everyone's voting for the least favorite character. Like, that Los kid, all he does is good jump. Fuck him.
They're gonna see me walking down the street and just jump me. Oh, that's a guy.
Oh, let's do the thing. Take a picture. Take a picture.
I just look in my ass. Ah! As always, Albie, aka Lois.
Eddie, Big E.
Bigger.
Marcus, aka the Za.
And Rusty, a.k.a. Eduardo.
Eduardo. Glad to have you
AKA
back.
Sergio.
Or Sergio.
Level of Inception's going on here.
Alright. So, episode 2, we're gonna, just a quick, I guess, an overview of what we're gonna do. Before we jump into our recaps, we're gonna do, we're trying this new thing. We watch a show together.
Hey.
Holding hands, nice and comfortable, nice and sweaty.
Hey.
Yeah. Fans
But,
off,
yeah.
lights off.
Shout out to the California fires making it hot as fuck when it's supposed to be nice weather out.
Sons of bitches. It's fall. But anyways, we don't have any specific genre. We might jump around from anime to cartoons
To live
to
action.
live action. But today we actually did animes.
Yeah, so get ready to hear about Naruto, even though it's not about that.
Probably are. Yeah, you might get some.
This might be true.
Because I already referenced that when we were watching the episode.
So should we wait to give them the title of what we watched, or we should do that after the intro and recap?
I could just tease it. We ended up watching a lot of Fire Force. 3 episodes worth.
3 episodes.
Looks
But
good.
before we get into that, we're gonna start off with a recap. Who wants to start this motherfucker?
You do.
Ah, you sons of bitches.
Well,
I have
I
a
could-
sad story.
Well,
so.
okay, I'll start it. I've just been bumming it. You know, it's not good. So
Yeah, I can smell it.
I've been showering, bro. I didn't say I skipped that.
You said bumming it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, okay.
All your snaps are from outside the subway
Let
eating
me go
rats.
ahead and rephrase that. I've been lounging at
Yeah.
home.
Alright.
Let me just.
We're a
sit there
very
quick.
literal group, Eddie.
I
You
know.
can't say
I
bumming
know.
it.
That's why I'm like, gotta bring up my thesaurus over here, lounging.
You have a thesaurus?
Dude, I think bums were
That's
stat
true.
a synonym to fucking
Yeah.
bumming it was lounging it somewhere.
Oh, I know. I like, you know, connotations, denotations, you know.
English
I
language,
can-
you guys.
Big math, man. Actually, it works
Oh.
because I'm saying because I do math, dog. I don't know.
But anyways, lounging it. Anything
Yeah,
else?
lounging it. So, yeah, I decided I'm like, gotta get off my ass. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up cooking. That Rusty is not gonna appreciate.
Have you picked up any? Have you started any cooking though?
Yeah.
Well, have you tried?
Yeah,
Cooking a
because
lot
I
of
don't
beans.
want to call you out, but this bi-weekly now, so you
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
been lounging it for 2 whole weeks.
Yeah,
man.
and just, you know, fixing breakfast, oats, simple shit. But I got 2 books now, so I'm gonna go in deep.
Dude.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't eat oats too much.
Are any
because
of the
it
book
fucks up
celebrities,
my
though?
stomach, dude.
Huh?
Are they in the books like celebrity books?
So, I don't know. I don't.
Like Snoop Dogg has a
Nah.
book? No? Shit
No.
like that? Okay.
What's it called?
It's Engine
with Eddie.
2 I think Rescue or something like that. It's basically it's a vegan book.
Did you just like randomly look it up, or did you research it before you got them?
I looked it up. Like he's been one that's popped up a couple times, and I've watched a lot of like food documentaries.
Okay.
So like it's one that's been around, but I didn't want to get it before because I didn't have pictures, and I wanted to look at pictures. I
that's
want to
fair,
see,
low-key.
you know, I want to see
Not gonna judge.
how the food's gonna turn out, or
Yeah.
you know, at least
I was
where I'm
going
gonna
to,
go
but
with
at the
it.
same time I did.
So they
Yeah.
basically
Dude,
redid the book with images, so I got that.
You'll do great, man.
You-
Like honestly, like cooking's like if you think about it, it's really easy. Just follow the fucking directions. Like
Yeah.
it's so
Once you're decent at it, then you could get creative.
Yeah,
and make
yeah,
shit up for
definitely.
real.
But
Just
vegan
fine.
chili, I don't know if it's in there, but you just gotta fucking try it. I
Dude.
fucking love chili. And vegan chili's the shit.
Look,
Focus.
I know you're
That's
trying
the
to be,
vegetarian chili shit.
I know you're trying to be a vegetarian, also known as a communist. But
Some know them as.
but just buy Guy Fieri's book and substitute every meat with like fucking tofu, dog.
No, like
Tofu
that's what I
is
was
good,
thinking too.
Like
Like
people don't know how
'cause-
to cook it.
Well, that's because
I
of
w-
some flavor. You gotta know how to do it
Yeah.
properly.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, okay, like I want to learn how to make some good sauces because you have to substitute. You know, like if you're gonna substitute meat, you got to put in tofu, which is pretty dope. So that's the next thing I want to do. Is like I want to go to a tofu shop here in Gardena. It's literally 2 blocks away from where I work.
Oh shit.
So they have a restaurant, so I could sit down, try something, and also ask them questions about their tofu and stuff.
And
then-
they'll let you because they might be
We'll see.
secretive.
Yeah, and they'll be like,
Is
"I
it
forgot."
is it Japanese or Korean?
I think this one's Japanese.
Japanese. Okay.
Japanese.
Gardena,
yeah.
so it's hard to tell.
I think there was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Korean. You know where Perry, in front of Perry? There used to be
Yeah.
a building in front. I think it was
Oh,
Korean.
they demolished that and they put a freaking like 2-story house
Yeah,
there.
but
dude.
I think it was a tofu / other like more scarce. I was too scared to walk in at the time.
I walked in there once and it was pretty dark. It was like years back, and it was kind of like liquor store kind of setup too. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they had more traditional like raw ingredients. I think it seemed like it. I could be wrong. I never.
Yeah,
walked
I
in.
only went in once, and I'm like
Scared.
nothing. I recognized, so I was like, I'm out.
Well, I was scared because those people used to kick us out of the parking lot all the time. Like, I'm just trying to stand in the shade, asshole. But anyways, anything else you want to throw in there, Edward?
No, that was it. Like recap.
No Link's Awakening. or
Oh,
anything faster than
snap.
that.
I forgot about that. That was like,
Welcome to the group, new Marcus.
God, that was like two.
Remember that time we recapped
Yeah,
you and you're like,
that's
what'd you
true.
do, Marcus?
Thank you.
Nothing. Didn't you see Spider-Man or something, Mark?
That was
now
like
Eddie's done it.
Yeah, I did it too. Oh my god. No, because
Congratulations, you've been...
God, that was like.
You've been
I think
promoted.
was that 2 weeks ago?
I feel like we haven't
At
talked
least
about
a
it
week ago.
since last time we recorded. I think you had just gotten it.
No,
Yeah, it was
I
like-
had it for like
right? But I
had
don't
it
think
for
you
like
had
a month.
played it or committed to it.
Yeah, I had it.
I only heard
Yeah,
you talk
I
about
remember,
it.
I remember getting
with
I
Esteban.
finally opened it.
Yeah.
And Steve
Yeah,
was like,
I finally
yeah.
opened it, then
Yeah.
and then finally passed it. Then Steve jealous asked, "You must have a lot of free time."
I was like, yeah. I was like,
Dude, that's a Switch. Play that works. Steve. We know you don't do nothing. I got you, Eddie.
I was
God,
like, is
thank
he
you.
shooting? I was like, I don't understand what's happening. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I was like, dude, you have an assistant. How do you?
No,
not have free
and then
time?
I didn't want to like, because I know Steve could figure this stuff out. I'm like, do you need help wherever he got stuck? I don't know if he was joking or not.
I kind
or
of feel like he
whatever.
just wants to talk to someone.
I
And
think
that
so.
might be an
Yeah.
excuse.
Yeah, so I didn't want to drop that, so I didn't mention that. So I'm like, no, I'm playing it. I beat it. So it was. I love Link games, but this one kind of reminded me after playing, Breath of the Wild, of how tedious it is to have a game where they give you a little bit of freedom to roam, and that's just for you to know where you're going, but then everything's stuck, and then you have to do so much backtracking. So I didn't like that aspect of backtracking in that game. It was incredibly frustrating.
I guess it makes sense since it is just a remaster of another.
Yeah.
game. And I feel
Yeah.
back then that's how they padded things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
because
And-
they have to fit it into small files for their old game.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Not even this.
yeah. So,
Cartridge?
but,
Yeah, cartridge. There
but
we go.
honestly, like my favorite part of the game was walking around with a chomp chomp. That was
Oh, I saw that.
that was
And
was amazing.
That art style was cutesy as fuck, but that shit looks so just clean and crisp.
I'll give it
that,
definitely.
too.
I give it 2 links, yeah.
Because
won't cry.
honestly, I would have never played this game, even on the Game Boy Color or on the regular, just like Game Boy.
And it sucks because there's that whole thing about like, oh, I used to play this when I was young, and like I never got that chance. And part of me wants to, but part of me also knows that I probably won't enjoy it at this point. So all these like classic games that people talk about, like they're so great. Oh, you don't know.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
no.
people are like, oh, I'm into retro gaming. And I was like, dude, I can't play those old
No,
ancient.
dude. I feel like those you
Eastern-
just had to grow up playing with them, and if you miss it, you miss it.
like all of the Mario games, like I grew up playing them on Super Mario All Star on the Super Nintendo.
Mhm.
So when they did the arcade for the Switch, and I'm playing Super Mario World 3, I'm like, these graphics are ass, and it lags. Like on the Super Nintendo,
The
the
input,
graphics
yeah.
were like they updated all the graphics, and your input you could just run, take off, and the screen would keep up, and the graphics would load up. And on the NES, it would crash, and I'm like, damn, I have to like forcefully slow down because the game can't keep up with the speed I'm putting in the input.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Well, I know you don't like old games, but they're also remastering SpongeBob. And that shit looks fucking... Shockingly, it looks really beautiful, the way they're doing their
I
stuff.
think Myra
Very
would hop
cartoonish.
on that because she.
And I played those games before, they're not bad.
Were they
SpongeBob
released on
games.
something else other than were they multi-platform?
Oh, yeah,
releases?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They
We
throw
should try
that shit on
We
everything.
should try that. Like, grab a old retro. I don't know how old, but we should try like a retro game. And
Alright.
play with each other. Yeah.
Thinking one top of my head randomly.
Or the
Top or
controller.
bottom?
Kingdom Under Fire. Fuck it.
Is that a 4-player game?
Randomly. Okay. Oh, 4-player. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Y'all want to hang out? Alright. Fusion
I guess we
Frenzy.
don't have to. We don't. Oh, dude, I'd be down
That's
for that
4
so
players.
hard.
What-
Like,
which
we
one?
can record that.
Fusion Frenzy.
Yeah.
Is it on the Xbox?
The original Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's backwards compatible.
It is backwards compatible now.
And don't you have it?
Oh, I'm pretty sure. If I don't, my sister does.
Yeah, dude, that game was actually pretty fun.
All right, I'm down. I love playing player games. That was like a
Awesome.
staple with like the 64.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Awesome.
Man.
No shirts, no shoes. Let's go. That's a requirement for when we play. Getting ahead there.
I
who
know. I
else
showed the panza right
Let's
now.
play that shit. We need the pool style better, dog. That'd be sick. Come on, y'all all know what that means.
I do. No.
I'm just gonna
All right,
stop.
I'm down.
Like,
I'm down.
no.
I'm done.
Dude, imagine we're recording my house, someone just walks in,
Dude,
pours this.
pizza's here. Opens door. Oh.
You're like, oh. No, he's a pizza guy. He's probably like, oh, y'all, we need the pooing. I get it. Not gay. Respect.
Or is it?
Or
Room for
is
5?
it? Yeah.
Get in here, dog.
I almost say you want to bounce on this Tigger. But luckily I didn't say it. So we're good. But luckily I didn't say it.
Good thing you didn't say it.
So we still manly and straight in here.
Fuck yeah. Who else? Anything else you want to throw in there?
God, I think that.
No movie, shows, just links.
Oh,
and
God.
cooking. No, I'm asking because I feel like
I feel like it's a trap if I say no. What about that anime you were
no, I
watching?
actually don't know. I'm just making sure you didn't forget.
What about last Monday at approximately 1 p.m. in your living room?
Yeah, what about that? What about that YouTube video you're watching when you thought you were home alone? No, I'm just making sure, man, because I feel like we've done that. Oh, and yeah, actually, I said that because you've seen Joker too, haven't you?
Yeah, you
Mother-
see? I'm telling you, I'm landing
Yeah.
into trash right now.
This guy sucks. I'm Eddie now. I know more about him than
He
him.
does introduce himself as me.
That's true. Because I was like, dude, I could have sworn we're in the group chat together, and I was like, I could have sworn Eddie did something else that's like probably
Yeah, like
speak worthy of, but
Well,
that-
please
I-
no spoilers, but go ahead and
okay,
talk
yeah.
about it.
who watched the Joker
everyone
here?
but Lois and Albie, same
Okay.
person, has seen it. So.
All right, okay.
You could just tell us impressions and
My
your
impression-
score, maybe personal score.
if
If I
I
didn't
don't-
live up to like the hype that it looked like it was gonna be a shonen, like I'm gonna see fucking shit get wild, but it was seeing a man just break down through
it
the
is
course of the
it
film.
is more overhyped than you would think.
Mm.
But if you're really into very dramatic, slow character study movies, perfect.
Dude, I'll probably
Yeah,
love
I'll see it. Say give
Yeah.
it a watch. I had issues with how they were doing one of like Gotham's best citizens in this movie.
Mhm.
For reals.
I know he's talking about, and I'm cool with it.
Yeah, so that I'm like, you went for him? What? Yeah, so that was very disappointing.
Yeah, but it was a really good movie. Pretty much, if I doubt we're gonna score, but I think we all recommend if you haven't seen it to see it.
Yeah, go watch
Okay.
it.
I'll try.
I'm definitely in the middle of that. Like,
Fuck it. Not tomorrow. I have like 10 midterms. Next weekend, Sunday. I'll try to make that happen.
and I could finally
Hey.
drop that meme. Let me know.
You're almost there, man.
Yeah.
I knocked that out today.
No.
You're almost there.
Let's put it this way: by the next time, if I don't see the movie by next podcast, and I think it's been a month at that point, by all means,
Yeah.
go crazy.
But I'm sure if you drop it, not a reference, those might still be safe.
Yeah, but it's kind of potentially spoilery.
That's why
so
potentially.
All right, so just give me a week.
I'll
Next
show
week.
it to you, and then you can tell me.
Next week,
All right.
Sunday.
Or by the next time we're here.
Yeah. Okay, that
We'll
works.
give you that
works.
because that
All
helps
right.
out. Since we do
Okay,
this on
so
Saturday.
Rusty, aka Eduardo, is gonna tell you the rest of my week now.
Yeah, I know. So then they. Math? No, okay. We probably
So then I
should.
put my thumb up my
Yeah.
ass.
So then I experimented with a cucumber since I'm a chef now.
Alright,
Alright, so
that
who
is
wants
where we're
to
in
go with
Was
the
this Julianne? Was it sliced? Was it ate? Was it eaten
you
whole?
got anything, Marcus? What you got in your week?
So, finally finished Borderlands 3.
Oh yeah. Thank God you remember, because I did.
I know.
I'll start writing down everything you guys text me. This fucker did this. I'm gonna bring it up if he doesn't.
So, I finally finished it.
Yeah, I looked at you. I was like, did you do
Monday,
anything, Marcus?
8 p.m. Marcus finished.
I finished it and I actually maxed out my character.
Oh, you did? Nice.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
I was so pissed. I was like, alright, I'm gonna level up more. And it was like, nah, you good here. I was like, are you sure? And it's like, yeah, you good here. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go play Gears.
So what you think, since you passed it solo, and I know that game's...
That game is meant to be
big
played.
emphasis
it's
is,
played
hey,
as-
play this with friends. So how was the solo experience?
It's solid solo. Be completely honest. I died a bitch load.
Yeah, that's solo.
A bitch load. And I fucked up and built my character wrong. I built him to play with friends instead of building him to play solo.
Then he remembered he had no friend.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a sad song. I don't
Wait.
know a sad song.
Yeah, why are you doing Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
That's like a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
That's all it popped in my head. Like, what the fuck is like that song?
I've inception that song into you guys.
You're
so
thinking
much.
of pom pom pom.
I was thinking about the Hulk, the original Hulk.
I can't do it anymore.
I don't remember it.
That
I think
sounded,
it's that one,
That
that
sounded
song.
very Jurassic Park.
It started going that way, so I
Yeah.
stopped.
Well, you guys know what I mean. Continue on, Marcus.
So, finally maxed out my character. Had to redo all his stats. Then it started playing smooth. Still can't beat Torque.
Okay, question.
Yes.
So, in this game, is it forgiving where you could just reassign?
Now you gotta pay money, but
Oh,
not
well,
not in-game money.
Oh.
I mean, not like
Oh,
physical money.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Okay.
Like,
I was
in-
thinking for like, I was
Well,
like,
yeah,
oh.
that
I was like,
was
not fake money. I was like, so real? I was like, oh, okay.
No, you pay with like fake money.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
cool. Though.
and it's-
That's
that
an
is-
option.
It's easy to get.
Yeah.
You know, I started playing Dark Souls and I built my character wrong, and I was like, shit, now
Oh,
I'm
that-
stuck. And
yeah.
I'm like, do I want to restart this? Nope. Just never picked up the game again.
You're just like, bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Fuck that, dude. You know, Dark Souls is like a fucking. It's too much. For
I can't
me,
play
dude.
Dark
It's
Souls.
too much.
I can't play Dark Souls, but I'm always curious because they have that other one, the Shenmue. No, not Shenmue. The dude with the fake hand, the Japanese one.
Oh, Sekiro.
Sekiro. There we go.
Mm.
And that looked really interesting, but it's also kind of like Dark
Dark
Souls.
Souls, yeah.
It is Dark Soulsy.
Oh man. Anyways,
Just my friend was like, I broke my controller playing Dark Souls. I was like, I'm broke, so never, ever picking that up.
Yeah.
I tried on the Switch and it was just too much.
And I like the concept of it being hard, but I like to just play games, finding out the story. But that one's very like reading intensive to find out the story.
I
There's a
guess-
lot of background lore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest, I guess I wouldn't mind it so much of the difficulty. What I don't like is every time you spawn or just go to another area, the fucking everything just respawns. I'm just like, that's just like,
Yeah. But
Yeah.
You could just cheat in Dark Souls and build a mage that shoots from
Magic.
the magic.
Yeah.
That's a cheat mode. That's the easy mode.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
still
fuck
pain
that
in
up.
the ass, dude.
No.
That's what I was
That's
going
what you're
for.
trying to do.
I went too fast into the magic, and I'm like, oh damn, I should have saved some for like taking hits
for not
and
dying.
for not
Because
dying.
eventually something's gonna
Yeah.
walk up to you.
Well, so dog. Oh fuck.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, continue on, Marcus.
I started Black Lightning season 3. I think we're on third season. Yeah, season 3 of Black Lightning.
What's that?
Black Lightning. You know, I keep forgetting I know you. You don't know who Black Lightning is. I'll
Yeah.
explain to you.
Every
later.
time you say Black Lightning, I think of Calvin's brother.
It's somewhat, but yeah. So
Well,
Black
I'm
Lightning
missing
is
something
essentially a black superhero with the powers of electricity.
And it's in season 3?
Season 3, and normally in like the show, his lightning is actually black.
Yeah. Is
Like,
this
you
a
saw-
cartoon or live action?
You seen that Lone Justice Man where it's like you haven't? She's like, I eat lightning, and she's like, and the guy's like, you haven't had my lightning.
Oh, wait, is this a...
Wait, what? That sounded overly sexual.
Yeah.
He's seen the meme, that's why I know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But is this... I don't know if I heard of this.
I've heard you mention it before, but I completely forgot that it was a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
What's this on?
Channel 5.
Oh,
Oh.
good for them.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar now, but I'm still like, wow. But what else happened, Marcus?
Wow.
You know what I'm trying to get you to say.
What?
Then your Kanye album dropped.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, I just... All my coworkers were talking about that.
No.
And I was like, Marcus is white. He might.
Bitch.
I know, you're black. Like me. Go on.
Bitch.
Okay, fine. No one knows.
I finally got my confirm for the Power Ranger Kickstarter expansion.
Nice.
So we're getting essentially the Zeo Rangers, and they're like, "Hey, we're fucking skipping a lot of shit, so we're gonna hand you just Tommy." And I was like, "All right, cool.
It's free.
I'm cool. Just you handing me Tommy. They're handing me Tommy from Dino Thunder, Turbo, and redoing green and white. So
Is there a reason why they're skipping so much shit?
Because everybody keeps asking for Tommy since he's a popular character. So
also just fan requests.
Yeah, there's like
we'll push it up
we'll just get rid
want
of him right now.
He was like, we could speed that into production.
Yeah.
Keep you
Yeah.
guys happy.
Okay.
Especially since it's Patreon and they're the ones doing that themselves. They were like, hey, if y'all that what y'all want, shit.
I want
y'all
Ninja.
paying.
Ironically, I want a Ninja Storm.
Fair.
Nah, it's about the
that
PB.
reminds me, I kept forgetting, but we need to do a review on that game on this. Just to go like quick recap because we forgot after we played.
Don't trip.
Yeah.
That's
I want to
true.
play with the. So far, what I've learned is we can play TV show style.
Mhm.
And essentially, we'll play with Goldar, Rita, Evil Green Ranger, Scorpina, Lord Zed, and Rita. And we have to be both Rita and Lord Zed
Ooh,
to beat that.
fuck.
So we do that when we got our full 5-man roster.
That's
man.
what.
'Cause
That's
that
what I'm
sounds
also
tougher
waiting
than-
on.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be our fifth man?
Well,
Actually, when we do 6-man, it'll be
we got-
better.
Yeah. We got Kyle, Jason,
Jason, Steve.
Steve,
I vote
Timothy.
Colin and Steve.
Yeah. Oh,
Also-
you know what? Steve went to game night before he went to game night,
Yeah.
so maybe we should just reply
Yeah.
without
Also-
emphasizing the game night part.
I reached out to the people for the 3 cards that I'm missing.
What are you, Eddie?
No, they actually replied to me. They're like,
Oh,
They're
Percy's
gonna actually-
missing. But I'm just saying because you used to look for all promos for DC.
Oh god, I'm
No.
still missing 2.
no, I'm actually missing like Blade Blast for my Red Ranger deck,
Yeah.
and either a putty or a putty or a super putty.
Did you talk to the
The company?
developers? The
Yeah.
company? Oh, nice.
I was like, hey, I'm
Okay.
missing some cards. They was like, excuse me? You missing cards? I'm like, yeah, I'm missing 3 cards. They was like, what's your address? We'll send you more cards. I was like,
Nice.
Yeah, respect.
I was like, hey.
And they slip you a hundo too.
For
Oh
real.
man, G.
Wow.
Oh fuck.
But as far as movies wise, saw Maleficent.
Oh yeah, how was that though? Yeah, too.
I honestly don't like it.
Did you like the first one?
I like the first one because I like Maleficent. Like, I don't like Maleficent, but I do understand where she's coming from.
Yeah.
Like, I felt it became Bleach. There's a lot of characters I was just like, bro,
Just
you serious?
fair.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Like, I'm not a big Angelina Jolie fan.
Same.
I'm
Except
actually-
Salt. I like Salt.
I'm very,
Salt
I'm
was
very,
dope.
Salt
I'm very
was a good
not a
movie.
fan actually. Like, I'm not a big fan. But anyways, that being said, I actually did enjoy Maleficent, the first one.
Yeah.
It was
I did
surprisingly
too.
good.
I liked it.
But
Yeah,
the
that's why I was
second
curious,
one,
'cause-
yeah, the
yeah.
second one didn't catch my attention at any point. It was
I forgot that I know that I remember when they announced the trailer I was like, oh, they're making a second one. Then I forgot
yeah,
about
it's
it.
just about the same.
I was really down to seeing, like more magical battles because that's pretty.
That
dope.
intro was dope with the forest monster people.
Yeah,
That was,
Yeah.
one day
that was unexpectedly
I'll explain
cool.
what happened. and we'll
Well,
go.
I have a question because from what I gathered from the previews, it's like okay, she doesn't want what's her name, Aurora, to
Mhm.
get
Yeah.
married,
Weird.
and then she's putting her to sleep, so it's going into this whole evil kind of thing. But then this other queen shows up and I guess marries the dad, or is it the same queen from the first one?
It's a different. So essentially, because they don't really explain it until I did in the movie, and should explain it at the beginning of the movie.
Mm.
Because I know you're probably not going to see it, are you?
Nope, I'm not.
But don't spoil it. Myra might want to watch it.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I might watch it. All my sisters too. Let's
Saw
be real.
Zombieland Double Tap.
Hey.
I
Oh,
double featured. I have A-list, so I double feature a lot of things, even though I'm not supposed to. Zombieland Double Tap was actually pretty good.
yeah.
I was surprised because I was
kind of
like,
excited, like low key.
because I was like, I was expecting all the jokes to be like fall short because it's such a long sequel, and I was like, all right, it's refreshing.
Yeah, I haven't
Oh,
really
It's
seen
kind of
that.
like that.
Zombieland,
I want to watch this one with my boys, low key.
Hey.
Oh.
Dude, we
Nice.
fucked
I'll
up.
s-
I think we could have watched
Fast and Furious.
yeah, Hobbs and Shaw. I think
for
it's
real?
digitally out
Yeah.
now.
Also,
I think I literally forgot
I watched Gemini Man.
that goes in the back of my mind. Gemini Man, I heard it's flopping. Did it deserve to flop?
No, didn't deserve to flop.
Really?
Because I saw it. I'm gonna give it this. I saw it in IMAX, like 3D, how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, because
I
I
wanna see
heard
it.
people that watch it normally, they hate the frame rate.
Yeah, I want to see it normally first because the way I saw it, it
Yeah.
was pretty crisp. My baby likes it. She's like, "Is this what you experience when you play games?" I'm like, "That's
Because they did a
Pretty
weird
much
thing
the
where
gist.
they recorded that movie in 4K and 120 frames per second to try something out, but people say it feels weird because there's so much CGI enhancing for young Will Smith that it if you're in 4K and 120 frames, you could see,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
things stick out more. But you know what? That's on y'all because I'm not a big Will Smith stan anymore.
Not the same. Dude.
I loved him, but then as he got older, he got a little too too weird, and he kept pushing his shitty son on me.
Yeah, I hate that the most.
And
I
that's
watched After Earth, and I was
yeah,
just,
I know.
I was so disappointed.
You always be fucking. What's that TV
Fresh
show?
Prince?
Fresh Prince.
Fresh
Yeah,
Prince. Mhm.
always be the Fresh Prince, but
I heard they're making a sequel or a sequel.
as long as the son ain't in it,
It's not. It's supposed to be like a
that's
female version of the Fresh Prince.
as long as his daughter or son aren't in it, I'll watch it. No
Alright,
offense,
I'll give
no offense to his children, but I could live
No
without
offense to
them.
Chin, but they're pretty shitty.
Yeah, but they're not good actors or people.
I just hate. Okay, tangent, but I just hate like. I think those are one of the really privileged white people. Not white people. Really privileged rich kids. They get to be all like, what do you call it? In what's that word that I'm looking for?
Deep?
So like deep. Yeah, and it's like you live in the real world. You can't.
Yeah.
You have the privilege, and I'm not a fan of that. 'Cause
You got the security blanket of millions of dollars.
Yeah, so they can do all this
Relax,
dumb shit. Like, why don't everyone does this? Like, well, we can't. It's like
Yeah.
we don't have that platform or that support. But that's why I'm not a fan of them.
I'm not
But
a fan
anyways.
because of Neo Yokio. That's what killed him for me.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, anything else? I don't
I
want
saw
to touch that
Jetsy.
I almost,
Jetsy,
I
the
almost
phone
even
movie.
one. Wait, what?
There's a phone movie.
A phone?
phone movie.
Yeah, or where the guy.
Oh, I thought we were talking
No, I know,
about-
but wait, but what is this movie?
Jetsy.
Amazon Prime with the remember the.
It's
the
Alexa,
Amazon
but
thing,
she's like a
Alexa,
dick.
whatever? Yeah.
Oh, I heard about
Oh.
that. I don't even know if I saw a trailer for that.
I think we talked about it,
We talked about it, but I,
but I wasn't really excited for it.
when
Yeah,
you said
I
it was a
think,
fake her, I was like, girl.
Richard sent me the trailer, made me laugh a little.
Yeah, but I feel like that would be it. If you watch the movie, like the commercials are it. It's like,
Confirm it, Marcus.
No,
Was there more to the movie?
there's more to the
Okay.
movie? Oh,
There's more to the movie.
shit.
I don't know.
It's a funny date night movie, but also it's a
oh, well,
if
I'm
you watch
alone,
it with
so
your
fuck you.
bitch. It's also if you watch it with your boys, you'll
not,
have a good laugh, and then you guys can like rip it to shreds later.
I'm not dating my boys.
You're not, dog?
Why don't you take that girl you're talking to?
Hold on, dog. We gotta wait for his recap.
Hey, well,
Yeah.
that ain't part of the recap.
That's why I'm saving him for last, bro.
I thought we were.
I thought we were
I
waiting
thought,
for
I
yours
thought we were
to
saving.
depression.
Nah,
I
it's
thought
not
we were
that sad, it's
saving
just
me
for me.
for last to just make up for however sad
Sad
your thing
depression
might
in
be.
your
Oh,
story.
okay.
I thought that
that
was
makes
the
sense.
plan.
That
We
makes
didn't want
sense.
to end the recap on the sand though, because he said
That's
he was like,
true.
"It's the
It's
worst shit
sad,
that's
it's
ever
sad for
happened to
me.
me."
It's sad
And then
for
that
me.
would be like, oh, this is where it ends.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, so yeah, we're all gonna go.
What else you got for us, Marcus?
That's it.
All
All
right.
right.
You're
Thanks
last.
for remembering what you did.
Sorry.
Forgive me.
After I said that, though, Marcus was like, "Sure, he remember everything." He's like, "Wait, no, I did this too." I'm like, "Dude, I didn't even remember." Cause
So let me get the stuff that before I get roasted. I don't think you guys know what I've been doing. But I've been rewatching X-Files. Just like background shit. I fucking love it.
I've never seen X Files.
That's okay, man. If you miss it, you miss it.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
I try to go back, and I'm like, bro, no.
I will say this, like, from the first season alone, like, it starts off great with like the first couple episodes where it gives you like that kind of unknown, is it real, is it not, and then they kind of like they literally rip off the Thing at one point, and then the other ones just get a little bit more for TV, if that makes sense, and it's just like you went from like something that's nice and niche and like yeah, I can feel like that unease to something more mainstream and like more audience. They want to capture it makes sense. They want to capture more audience, and I think it kind of loses it for me, but I still enjoy it for what it is. Besides that, Vikings, of course.
Season 8 starting. I think.
Dude, it's so fucking like I think this one, I forgot what episode I'm in. Season, I know you. How far are you?
Season
Sergey?
5, I think, is
Season
when
5?
I stopped. Which I do want to continue.
What's the last thing that happened for you? Do you remember? 'Cause I don't want to spoil it for you in case I'm ahead.
You're ahead. He's in season 5. Season
Yeah.
8.
Yeah,
I'm not that far. I don't know if I'm that far.
I think I was just a
What
cou-
season are you on?
I
You're not
think
on
I
season-
think I was
Might be
a,
5. I don't
okay.
remember. That's the
I don't
last
know
one.
what this does for anything because I'm not even sure if this is season 5. Then I was maybe a cool couple episodes past when they end up in Paris or France for some sieges. And
Is
shit.
somebody?
that sounds like season 4.
Is it
Okay.
okay?
Yeah.
So I'm on season 5.
I'm a little bit past that.
Yeah, so I guess
I'm
what
gonna
make-
just recommit to the whole series to
It's-
be
it's
honest
good.
because I don't remember a lot.
Dude,
I fell off.
it definitely.
I hear you.
It
I stopped having
definitely-
cable.
It same. It definitely takes a step down from how good it was, at least in season 5, because it starts off and you get a lot of like world building and very good character development, and then towards the end it just gets more into that sex violence kind of deal. And it's just like,
Yeah.
Shout out to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and I get it. Like, I guess. Like, I do like some of the fight scenes, but at the same time, it's like too much of it. I was like, I like the earlier episodes where we explore a lot of these characters a little bit more. But anyways, it's still a good show. That was my G.
But I think they do that so you could relate to the characters as they might potentially die in the battles. I think that's how they do it. They build characters, and then they lead them into potential deaths so you can invest in the potential death.
Okay.
And that's why I like it, to be honest.
Fair, but I think I prefer the couple, like, 2 seasons more than the more recent ones. I actually do, since season 5, I won't get too much in, but I ended up liking Rolo so much.
Rolo. Rolo got a good growth on.
I think he was like one of my favorites. But anyways, besides that, I've been playing Fire Emblem. You know what? I as much as I love it, realistically speaking, it's very tedious. They have this thing where I don't know if you guys know what the concept is. It's set up by months. So, say in any given month, you'll have a mission at the end of it, and then the remaining 3 weeks or so, you do classes, explore the monastery.
So you do trainings.
And it's essentially that's 3 days out of the week, because you don't go every week by week. It's just at the end of the week that you get to do this on the weekend, I guess. And it gets very, very repetitive because there's really not much to do at some point. Like, exploring the monastery and all that, there's, like, not much really to do, and it's, like, it kind of sucks.
Dude, you gotta try and hook up with the students. That's what
the
game's about.
That's, like, at the end is when it happens, dude. Like, right. You don't get, like, oh, let's start dating or some shit. Which is, like, a bummer for lonely-ass motherfuckers, I guess, but...
Hey.
But you have to... What it seems like it's gonna be, like, towards the end where they finally all do get together and all that. Because, but... Honestly, like, it's a little repetitive. At this point, I just want to pass it just to get the story.
Some games do drag.
Is that the 3 houses one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, I really dig the concept that they're trying to do, but there's just not enough to it for it to be something that's like, this is enjoyable. Like, I might pass it at least one more time just so I can play a different house, but at that point, it might take me forever to pass it.
So do you think next question would be, like, do you think that they were doing, like, explore the monastery because... different houses have like different monasteries, or
there's the same monastery.
Okay.
There'll be certain, like in the beginning, without getting too much into it, they will be like, it's basically the same thing. You'll just have different perspectives from different monasteries, but it's basically going to be the same thing. Towards the middle-ish, there is a point where it kind of splits off and something happens where the houses go separate ways. It's not much of a spoiler.
Yeah, there's like 2 sections to that game. There's like a beginning, then the second half.
Then the 5-year gap kind of deal.
Yeah.
And at that point, after the 5-year gap, that whole stuff happens
early, right? Early before the anime.
Before the anime. But after that 5-year gap, it's still this. It does that. Oh, it's something different for once, but it reverts back to the monastery type thing where you're in school, but you're not in school. It's like, I'm a little disappointed, but the combat's still pretty fun. So I mean, if I wouldn't go out of my way and pay $60 for it, but if you find it on sale, why not try it? Besides that, of course, school. So my sad story that's sad for me. Had my midterms.
That's Jurassic Park.
He's callbacking the joke.
Last weekend was
Welcome to Sadness.
Glad that song goes with everything, Marcus.
Kind of does.
I lost my virginity with that song.
Yeah, too much
stuff.
That too.
It was one of my midterm presentations. We went so far as we had a graduate that's working for He does Visceral Gaming. I forgot. He works for a video game company, but he didn't even graduate. He just got third term and he got a job. So he's really fucking good. And we had one from Blizzard who works on Apex Legends, one from Disney, and one who's about to graduate. So some pretty awesome people were there for this presentation. We basically did was we had the story, made the characters, did all this jazz, put it on 3x5 foot boards. They're like pretty big. Our group had 4, some had 3. But the consensus was you had them up, you go up and you present to their everyone, and then they critique you. Now, you may or may not notice, but I like to talk, and one of the few things that I'm good at is talking and presenting. No matter what happens, even if I fuck up, and usually I can like talk out of my ass and it'll be fine. However, this time I think I had a panic attack.
Shit.
It was so bad. Like I was up there, and it took me 3 tries. Like literally, I haven't really experienced something like this before. It was so bad. Like I started turning red. My heart was just beating, and then I couldn't think of the story. Like I rehearsed this, like what's going on. So first try, I was like, hold on, let me start over. Second try, like I think I'm having a panic attack. I actually said that. It's like, it's okay, breathe. And I was like,
Good.
fuck. I eventually, what I ended up doing the third try, we had a paragraph up there, like the intro. So I was like, you guys, let me just read this, and then hopefully I'll get my mind back. So I read it. And so far, like, honestly, like, talking to everyone, and even today I talked to my instructors, I think it's affecting me obviously more than them. Like, they forgot that it happened. So I think obviously this is just something like, after today I think I'll be fine, but that was like such a, because to this date the thing is like I don't recall ever fucking up this bad to any presentation, -1, but that was when I was in fucking boot camp. A whole other story. So this is another reason why it was like been hitting me so hard, because like, why did this happen, like but I suppose better to happen in school than when I'm not in school. So
True.
Live and learn. And I think one of the biggest reasons is because I felt alone up there, because I think I told you about the language thing.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to my instructors and actually did that shit on purpose.
What?
Because there's the reasoning, because in our industry there's a lot of foreigners, like Chinese, mostly a lot of Chinese actually in our industry. So they said for me it's good practice to try to speak to them and communicate, because they're not always going to be the best English, and you'll work with people outside of the country a lot. So for me it's good to kind of like try to communicate and have this organized, and for them it's good for them because they want them to speak English, and it's something that they need to learn, especially if they're going to be in this industry. So at the same time, I get it, but I would have liked if I just had one more English speaker, because you have that conversations. It's a little tough.
Well, okay. Well, question here. Did they set up the other groups the same way with like?
There was different criteria for each.
Okay.
Because be honestly, in my particular class, I'm the most outgoing and most talkative. So that's the reason why they picked me. And they're like the three. Basically, they're the three ones that struggle with Chinese the most. There's one other, but she got put in a pretty decent group. But those three, they decided to like put them together and then throw my ass in there and see what happens. Like,
they wanted you to be the magic, like,
yeah,
thing
and
that got them all
and it has been, but it's been stressful. Like, I know I've talked to you guys about it. Like, that's what I've been doing, but it's a little stressful just because like I said, I don't want to talk shit because I know they're struggling and they're trying. I see that they try, but it's so frustrating because I don't want to akin it to a child. But you literally have to be like, oh, do you get it? I can repeat myself, and then you have to find different words and essentially Barney up the words for them to understand. It's just so frustrating for me because like I just want to talk and have you guys like, so it's a little stressful. And I think at that point when I was presenting, it just kind of like all came crashing in, and I just like fucking froze and like the pressure just got to me, I guess. And, it was so bad. But anyways,
I guess it was like the pressure of you're carrying the team, right?
Yeah,
and
essentially in that aspect, yeah, like the especially the presenting aspect, like carrying kind of got to me. I was so disappointed, but I hope it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, man, that's rough.
But like I said, the instructors even forgot that it happened, so it's not as big a deal as I make it. It just affected me that much. But anyways, that's my sad story. I think that's about it.
I don't want to add fuel to the fire, but that's a big deal that it was that forgetful. Probably not the best thing to say, but
I think it depends on how you take it. I'm gonna take it as that our presentation was good enough that that was something they just said, fuck it, let's just forget about it.
Just remember, Greg Jennings put the team on his back when he broke his leg, and he still ran for 50 yards.
Well, good thing it's a midterm. We'll see in the finals. Hopefully it doesn't.
Yeah, good practice.
And again, it's better to have it happen here than out there.
Yeah.
All right, Sergey,
that's what school's for.
Give us with your fucking
Oh,
romance.
my
romance.
My recap has no romance, cause
that didn't happen.
Cause it's midterm week, you know. Like, there's no time for shit
I got
either.
like 3 midterms due next week.
Yeah, the girl, that I'm allegedly talking to, she's like a full-time student with like 5 or 6 classes.
Fuck it, dog. Just give her the ultimatum. Me or school, bitch.
Well, I wish I had the money to give her that ultimatum. But like, you know what? You get a job too. It's Cali out here, dog. Shit ain't
Unless
cheap.
you trying to move to the desert, bitch?
Yeah, low-key.
Nah, then hurry up.
You want to go to Utah or not? Because I don't either. But yeah, me,
bitch.
What's wrong with Utah?
You want to go to Utah? Like, me neither?
Yeah, well, I don't want to go there. Fuck
they
that,
say
man.
yes and you say yes. If they say no, then you say no.
Yeah, if she says yeah, I gotta go, dog. I'm ugly as fuck. I'm taking that shit. I'm like, fuck.
Dude,
Utah.
Salt Lake is there, right? I heard that place is nice to visit. Otherwise, there's full of Mormons.
Yeah.
Is it Mormons?
I
forgot
think so.
what it is, but some sort of religious.
And that lake sucks, I heard. Full of salt.
No way.
But yeah, I didn't do much in these past recap weeks. I also watched The Joker. Go watch it. It's really good. Joaquin
Okay.
and Homegirl. from Atlanta. She cute.
And Deadpool too.
Yeah, Deadpool too. And then, yeah, fuck. Just school. I've got the new Call of Duty. Haven't played the story yet, so I can't speak of it yet. Just been fucking around multiplayer. Yeah, we shouldn't have saved me for last. I forgot I didn't do nothing. I'm trying to think after I called out Eddie and that shit. Like,
Someone call him out!
I'm all like, what did I do?
Someone call him out.
I haven't
What
played anything.
about your fantasy football league?
Dude, I'm gonna fucking like do some magic and get your statues to be alive. Like, what this bitch do?
Yeah, dude, look,
Like, you don't want, they're gonna be traumatized. You don't want to know.
I have not been productive. I'll be more productive in these 2 upcoming weeks with new games coming out.
Ooh, has anyone played Outer Worlds?
Installed it, but I'm playing Call of Duty first because I figured that'd be quicker.
Yeah, true.
Outer World sounds fucking amazing.
Is Outer World on Game Pass?
Yeah, free on Game Pass.
Sweet. I'll install it when I get home.
Yeah, please give me a recap on that.
Yeah, so far the reviews say it's fucking Fallout, but better now since the last Fallout was last.
Dude, you know I don't know why they do this, but they just have that fucking membership shit for like essentially $100 a year.
Yeah.
Y'all hear about that? Fallout 76?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're trying to
membership
make money off of...
But it's like, you guys already fucking
But it's
up,
like people already don't want to be here. Why?
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are y'all...
And
you're
you get,
purposely trying to get people...
Because it's
stay
$100
away.
bucks a year, like $5 a month or $10 a month.
Some shit like
and
that.
then you get in-game currency every month. You get like random shit. It's like,
It's
dude,
like they're
just
trying to make people not play. It's like, dude, you guys are already like on the wire.
They're
like,
doing literally the opposite because most people when their game sucks, they make it free. And these people, I don't
understand.
Because I thought
it's very weird right now.
I forgot, like, I watched something about how they were giving refunds for their game. And, well, that probably put them in a hole. And then you could buy a physical copy of it, and it was a code inside a box.
Wait, what?
Man, yeah!
Then you know what else is giving refunds right now is WE.
I heard about that. It's
The newest one,
it's
like worse than last year's. It's just the glitchiest fucking mess.
We should get it.
I'm surprised
Four
people
players.
still play that shit.
Dude, people love wrestling, dog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People
I'm
love
so
wrestling.
surprised. It's
But
like,
that
that's
game
so-
gets worse every year. Last year I heard they finally started going in the right direction, and this year it's awful. Refunds.
I guess it's because it's just that model's not really sustainable all the time, like yearly.
Yeah.
It's
No,
so
you need a
tough.
big studio for that.
Yeah. But anyways, Sergio, anything else?
No, dude, I'm telling you, I
You
actually...
didn't watch My Hero?
The season started, but no one's talked about that.
I haven't started it because
Yeah,
I'm
I
waiting for it
haven't.
to stack a little.
Yeah, the first episode was filler. The next 2 episodes are, they start ramping things up. It's gonna get hella good, but it's not talking noteworthy
Yeah,
yet.
I'm just waiting for it to stack a little so I can jump in and not like have to wait.
It's gonna get sick, dog.
Nice. I mean, Demon Slayer, read it, caught up. Marcus, you catch up?
No.
All right, never mind.
Yeah.
Did they put any new chapters
New
up?
chapter today, dog, at 10 a.m.
Dang, you gotta give me that website, because
Sure was brutal.
I don't trust my website that I was using.
Today's was kind of sick. They moved on from where they were at before.
Low key,
Yeah.
like, I don't want to get too much into it, but the fucking balls they have to do this to these characters. I'm like,
Oh yeah, I'm a little shook of what they're doing right now. They're doing
los huevos, esos tanates, güey.
They're doing what I always complain about every other anime that they don't do enough.
Nothing.
They're
Killing off people?
people are dying.
Yup.
I'll keep it that vague, but people are finally dying.
I love it, dude. But
But they're going out with, like...
I know.
Are you caught up straight up?
Yeah, I
Oh,
got
okay,
it.
okay,
Yeah,
But,
so-
but that's just the thing, because I always told Marcus, as much as I love Naruto,
You know,
I hate that there's
yeah.
only like 5 deaths in that shit.
Yeah,
which is
it's
weak.
I think it just loses like some of these characters like I wouldn't like to see, but if you do it, like I ain't gonna stop you. Like fucking do it. As long as it serves a purpose, it's not meaningless, and it helps some way for the story. Then yeah, do
Yeah.
it. Kill everyone. Kill fucking Naruto. Somehow it's gonna serve the plot.
I didn't mean it not here.
It's gonna be the intro without him. It's just gonna be like this.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, every sequence he's in is gonna be like a blank. So you're like, what the fuck's going on?
Or be him in the passenger seat with Paul Walker. Damn, too soon. Fuck! Reel it back, people. Reel it back.
I'm down for that so hard.
Okay, reel it back.
Last post, me with my boy Paul selfie.
Alright, like I said, I'm shook at how boring my week was, but I think I've just been working, going to school because of that fucking test I had. And I've just been playing shit, so nothing new, nothing exciting. My bad.
Fair. Let's jump on this topic. So we watched the first 3 episodes of Marcus Hit It.
I Want to Be a Hero?
In Japanese, though.
what's the fucking Japanese no homo?
Let's put it up real quick. We can read it.
Jesus Christ.
You're just like, all right, just use.
So we watched the first 3 episodes of Fire Force.
I think you can just leave.
It's so bad. What the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, that looked on purpose.
Breathe. I think you're having another panic attack.
Oh,
Damn.
let me Google it. I gotta redeem myself.
No, just take the cell
But yeah,
and learn from it.
continuing the legacy that we apparently are shonen trash.
Hey,
I didn't see
Hey.
this properly.
hey,
Legend.
I knew I was shonen trash.
I didn't. Well, I used to not be a shonen trash, but I am now. I also get mixed. Because back then, the only shonen trash I watched was,
Dude, I was
Naruto.
so raw off.
Just take the L
No, we know,
and
no.
just go. Just take
You
the
said
L.
no homo.
That was not me. You have no proof.
Die.
I'm gonna get jumped.
You're already outside.
Hepburn and no Shobotai.
No, too late though.
It's too late.
It's just water.
Don't worry about it.
Allegedly.
But yeah, continuing legacy. We are officially the shonen trash podcast because that's all we can fucking ever muster to
Hey,
see
we
and
can watch
talk about.
After School Dice Club.
I don't know.
That.
Isn't that
I
a
don't know.
shonen?
No, it's a slice of life.
But isn't it a shonen?
No,
Because
We're just
they're rolling dice and attacking things, right?
no,
No, but
Shonen confirmed.
shonen means it comes out in fucking Shonen Jump comics.
no, it's a slice of life anime. It's
That
not-
doesn't make it not
it's not
shonen. This just sounds shonen.
It sounds like a weed fight. I'm out.
Yeah.
Weedy. But anyways, Fire Force. And then no Shoto.
No,
Fuck,
that's Fire Force.
Bro, just
Just Fire Force, bro.
Fire Force.
you take 2 L's.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get jumped. Alright, yeah, so Fire Force. We watched the first 3 episodes prior to this podcast.
Like 20 minutes ago.
All together.
All
Yep,
together.
all together, holding hands.
It was
Winnie
great.
the
We're
Pooh style.
No,
We were pooing it.
no,
We're
we're
pulling
not.
it.
Jump on this Tigger, bitch.
Oof, jeez. No, you want Tigger to jump on you because he does that thing with his tongue. That's a joke. Free Piglet. But yeah.
What?
So we watch Fire Force.
Someone get the ball rolling. I'm a fucking mess over here.
And like I said, we watched it together to, trying something out. And how'd y'all feel? Because we have 2 rewatchers and 2 people watching it for the first time.
Yeah, so
Rewatcher.
so I'll start with me and Marcus can start since we're the rewatchers. I actually I really like how this show it's coming from Soul Eater. So I can see a lot of the animation styles in it, and I really like Soul Eater, and I really like this style too. The whole thing I think I mentioned earlier is that one thing that kind of recurs too much that kind of just gets a little annoying is the whole I want to be a hero thing. But I think I told Sergio that I can't blame him too much because I'm sure, because again, where have we seen it? My Hero, even fucking Naruto maybe?
Yeah, Hokage instead of Hero.
Yeah.
So it's something that's overplayed, but again, this probably came out the same time as like My Hero, realistically, is the manga at least, so I guess they didn't fucking try to follow the trends that much, but still, it's a trend, and it gets a little repetitive. From the 3 episodes, I can safely say I would hope, and I hope I don't hear him say, I want to be a hero. One can hope. The other things that on the second watch that I noticed was, might be a little too fan servicey. I think it can be used with that. Some of it's kind of funny, but some of it's like, is that really necessary? I notice it more now that I watched it once again. But besides that, we were talking about it earlier. The pacing's fucking good. It jumps you in, tells you this is what's going on. Let's get it. And I really appreciate that too, because there's nothing like 10 episodes and you finally know what's going on. So it's like it's good. It's to the point, and it's pretty entertaining. The animation's pretty good. Love the lighting. Let's do this. Marcus, handle.
Only reason I was giving it a shot the first time because it was made by the guy who made Soul Eater, and Soul Eater was a dope. I just wish it wasn't on Netflix
Netflix.
because it didn't end that well.
Yeah, I heard. I
It
haven't
ended
finished it because of that.
Yeah, but on my second watch, I still enjoy it. Like I honestly, you can kind of skip the first episode since I already know how the world is being built. But I feel like I can go back through the series and just do Naruto fights. Like, all right, I want to watch this episode because I know there's a fight, and I know I'll be entertained.
That's dope.
And also want to see how their powers progress.
I just want to know if there's a fucking actual heaven or hell, because it seems like they're implying, but at the same time, there's certain things that are like, is it really? But anyways, what about the first timers?
Oh, I really enjoyed it. First episode, of course, is just a little, yes, he wants to be a hero, and then him just standing around, watching people work. When they tell him to get out the way, but, convenient save, making him a little bit of a hero that day.
Yeah.
So first episode, I like the setup. They're just introducing you to the world in a small scale, and I like how it progressively builds as the episodes go. By episode 2, you get a bit of understanding of what's going on in the world with people combusting randomly into flames, and they're trying to figure that out, and how you have pyromancers at different levels, and just having that almost Naruto night fight scene at the top of the firehouse.
Jesus. This guy Naruto, man. This guy.
we had to bring it up.
You, sir. You.
Yeah,
I don't even know what this Naruto is.
Right, so
just
seeing the third generation fight the second generation and get owned was dope. I completely enjoyed that. And then by the third episode, you get like a full-blown view of how the world is. So it did a really good job of letting you understand that world.
Yeah, I'm the same boat where I like it, but it's one of those things so far that right now to this point, which happens with a lot of animes, I don't like the main character so far. He's kind of annoying, little preachy, little thinks he's hot stuff, but But I like the world they're creating. It's a little weird, to be honest, that there's just people randomly catching on fire and becoming like fire demons. It's because the other one's like, oh, there's ninja. Oh, cool, that makes sense to me. And they're like, oh, there's world of superheroes. Some are villains, some are heroes. Oh, that makes sense. This one's like, oh, there's random like people. I know they're going for the mystery, kind of like Attack on Titan, but I thought that was kind of weird too. But you know what? I like it more than that so far, and I don't know. I'm also curious how they're gonna develop the main character, because all his powers are from kicking. And I was going to see where that's going to lead to, because,
Midoriya.
Yeah. He's going to start using his fist.
Oh, shit, I got hands.
So we'll see. He'll bust a reverse Midoriya, where Midoriya was out punching. Then he started kicking.
Yeah.
So we'll
Reverse
see.
shoe style?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So we'll see. So far, I dig it. Little Japan be playing too much with that fan service. True.
It's a little too much on that aspect, but I guess one of the things that I definitely want to keep watching is because, like you said, like at this point it's a little like fuck, I don't know why this is happening. Now I kind of just want to know.
Yeah, it's a good little mystery.
I might just keep watching it at the very least for that, because I just want these fucking answers. Like, just tell me, please.
And it's like the mystery part, like you guys are saying, it's very woven into it, because you're in this world, you're trying to understand why people are combusting, and then you have a priest with what is the what are they called, firefighters or
Fire Force.
Fire Force. With the fire forces, and even with the intro, they had like stained glass church imagery, and that kind of points to that kind of mystery too. So
that's true.
So like I'm really down to see how like their religion took place because of these fire combusting, like random human combustion.
Yeah, and that's another thing that makes me wonder: is there heaven and hell? Because like the way they summon the fire and stuff, and they have like little like personalities. It almost seems like maybe they're like demons or something that they're summoning or some sort, or souls or something, right? But then you have like the priestess who prays and nothing happens. So it kind of gives you like, oh, there might be something out there, and then she does something like nothing. She's literally just talking like.
Yeah, because
she doing anything, so it's like.
I did think it was weird that some of the Fire Force doesn't have powers. That's a little weird.
But and her prayer, from what I see, doesn't seem to do anything.
It's just spiritual. Yeah.
Now that we're talking about it, I'm like, man, if they have first, second, and third generation, people that are pyromancers, maybe it was an experiment gone wrong. Some are successful. People who don't have a successful transition end up just combusting because of maybe a big experiment.
Yeah, maybe some of them didn't get it.
Yeah, that's like us talking about it. That just popped into my head right now.
That's Dead Man Wonderland.
I will say I am interested, even though I've never seen Soul Eater.
Yeah, no worries. So. It's just a nice comparison.
I know, but I'm saying, I know you guys got that. Ooh, you got that in the back of your mind supporting this. Me, I don't got any of that. I never saw Soul Eater, and I'm still interested.
Yeah, same here. I haven't sat down and watching animes in a while. I think when you guys recommended My Hero, I started watching My Hero.
Yeah.
And I
actually hate anime. That's just a little fun fact.
And then you guys told like everybody started talking about
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. I'm like, well, let me go ahead and
What
jump
episode
into
you
it.
in,
Let me
son?
jump in. I told you.
Yeah.
No, the manga.
He's
caught
caught
up.
You
up.
caught up on both.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
My dog.
because I
What
was
did we do
lounging
to him?
hard.
Yeah.
What did we do to him?
I was lounging hard. And I'm like, okay, my boys are into this. It's good.
To be honest, I think the only thing Fire Force has against it is that I'm starting to think Demon Slayer is probably my favorite anime or shonen at least, because I like My Hero so much. I bought almost every fucking volume that you could buy out, but there's some issues I have with that. I think Demon Slayer just has the best well-written main character so far for me.
Now, do you think you noticed
it is annoying that he keeps saying Nezuko.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Yeah,
it's good.
But because at least his whole thing is like, yo, I gotta save this person. That's my mission. He's not like, I gotta be the best. I gotta be the hero.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you notice the issues that you have in My Hero after you read Demon Slayer, or they could have always just been there?
No, okay. To be honest, My Hero, I don't. Eddie's not there, but in My Hero they introduce, because you know My Hero, the whole concept is that All Might chose Deku to be the new symbol piece. They eventually introduced a kid who was the option to also be that. Like, before he met Deku, he was thinking about making this kid offer one, and that kid's just way better.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it makes me it makes me not like Midoriya.
Do you see this in the anime or the manga first?
Both.
I saw it in the manga first, and he's in season 3. He's the facing kid. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was
Oh,
dope. Yeah,
that guy's
I was
okay.
so confused
That's
why
not-
he got passed.
That
up.
guy's so cool. It makes me think, yo, all the world's problems would probably be better if Homeboy took over, because he's cool. And also an issue with My Hero, which even before Demon Slayer, I always liked it. I like seeing All Might fight all for one, but then that all got capped by season 3, and I don't like the guy with the hand, Shikagari or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's not as
Tomura?
cool or as threatening as a villain. He's lanky,
Oh.
childish, and annoying.
Yeah.
So that's when I was like, I really like it, but I like their side characters more than the main characters, and that's when I have issues with certain stories.
I
Because
agree with
Midoriya's
you,
not
'cause
that cool.
him like, and because he disintegrates people by touching them, right?
Yeah,
And it's like he had a chance to kill Midoriya a long time ago.
yeah.
And
That really
and
like
even then, it's like they probably have a chance to kill him because he doesn't seem that powerful anyways. Like, you could probably take him out like this.
Yeah,
But he
well,
always has backup, I guess, so.
no, they even have a whole arc. That's not crazy spoiler, but there's a whole arc dedicated to the villains to show that he's growing as a villain. But I kind of just see him as
He's
that
kinda
lanky,
scared.
annoying kid.
Mhm.
Because there is a whole arc in the manga right now that just ended. That's like 30 chapters of just the League of Villains.
Damn,
You know.
30 chapters.
Yeah, like doing League of Villains shit. They have a whole arc where things get crazy, and that was kind of cool. But his whole team is kind of whack, to be honest. And he's not the coolest, and I think that's why I have issues with that. And Demon Slayer, I like the main character, and the main bad guy, still cool as fuck.
yeah.
So,
They really did a good job in Demon Slayer, like building up the good guys, and then they started building up the demons.
Yeah,
And then when you get to the top ones, you're like, they have really good flesh.
yeah. Even just when you meet the first time you meet Musan, it's very interesting.
Yes.
So that's why I'm curious where Fire Force is gonna go. Cause so far the main character is a little annoying, but almost all shonen main characters
trash.
are fucking annoying
Yeah.
for a while. Then they get their moments. The villains I gotta see. The first villain they have right now with the cards, he seems cool. The evil scientist looking guy in episode 3, I don't like his design. Same reason as My Hero Academia, he just looks like some lanky nerd type
yeah,
thing.
I see what you mean.
But we'll see. Fire Force, hopeful.
At the
and
very least,
optimistic.
we'll have some very good
Draw some
visuals.
football guys and, smart football guys.
And if anyone's like Sergio,
Football
who's in
guys
2
are
feet,
smart. Put football guys as villains in our mangas.
Well, I get what they're doing, but sometimes you gotta not be such an annoying looking dweeb, Like I don't like that whole.
As we stare at each other.
Well, I'm just saying I don't like how Superman is like a god from another planet,
Oh,
and
man.
his main villain is like some
Lex
smart
Luthor.
ball guy.
That
It's kind of like that. That's cool and it's a one-off, but after a while, it's like, dude, come on.
Joker
Like,
and
yeah.
Batman.
Joker and
it's
Batman,
just
it's a
that
lanky
recurring,
guy. It's like
like-
sometimes it's like, dude, come on. Where's like Where's the real fucking fight?
Bang, get in here for a second.
Yeah, like I like all Spider-Man's villain because they call kind of fucking
they were
wreck him.
all bigger than him.
Yeah, they call it just fucking body homeboy, and that makes me feel like David. I like the David versus Goliath thing, I guess.
And he just fucking jumped. He's like, "Hey, Spider! Ah, fuck."
Yeah,
I also brought my friends.
yeah, and like we
Damn
said,
it.
My Hero season 4 just started, and they introduced a new villain who looks cooler than fucking the main guy with the hands. I probably forget his name. So hopefully he's fucking there for a while. Yeah. Because this guy's cooler. They introduced a Yakuza guy.
Oh, nice.
And he's pretty sick.
I just gotta ask, like, no spoilers, but do they ever explain why they pass up Homeboy for Midoriya? Are they just kind of like, that could have been it, bye?
They talk about it in a way, it was like, but it's really like, is that really how you're going to answer this question?
Was he I wonder if All Might was worried that the guy was going to end up like translucent. From the boys.
Maybe. but they do kind of explain that.
But not in a satisfying way.
I wasn't satisfied with their explanations.
Ugh.
Does he know he got passed up?
They imply that he's aware of what happens.
And he's like, dude, fuck you.
Well, yeah, by this season, I think they'll go over some shit where where he's like aware of. I think I don't remember. I read it a while ago, but I think he's already slightly aware of it. But they kind of get into it.
But low key pissed.
But I don't know, like, I read the manga obviously, but they do finally answer some questions that Eddie might be fucking that he brought up that I wasn't sure how to answer.
So here's the thing,
which is just about the other powers that All Might.
Should
I?
Oh,
They finally answered.
Finally.
Should I start reading the manga? Is the question.
I don't. It's a weird question because season 4, they just started, and if you start reading it, you're gonna be reading as the show's coming out.
Oh, so just.
I don't know if you want to wait. To be honest, I would probably read it because it's gonna be an episode a week. Is however strong your willpower is. I'm weak when it comes to that. That's why I read all the shit. But they have. If you were to start reading it, they have maybe 7 arcs. 4 of them are fucking the shit. 3 are like there.
I like 3 are they're there. They exist.
But the 4 arcs that I think are fucking popping. If you want to read, go ahead, dude, because they're fucking sick.
Okay, I'll consider it. I'll consider it for sure. Because I was like, that was one of the ones. I mean, if I read Demon Slayer, I mean, why not fucking just jump on that?
Dude, read My Hero. Some of their shit coming up is pretty fire.
I honestly like watching the series. Basically, like, tell me an anime, I want to watch it. Since you guys read the chapters, I'm like, well, let me catch up.
That's because they're like, all right, see you next season. I'm like, fuck you. I know there's like 3 seasons worth of content in that. I'm reading because I'm impatient.
Yeah, it's just so tough with anime.
Because if I know that there's answers out there, I have to find them.
So I'll definitely read after the season comes out.
Yeah, it's true that it's so tough with anime. There's so much out there. Like, what do I even start? This is good. And then even then, what do I start? This is more than 12 episodes.
Yeah.
Just like nothing nowadays. But Carol and Tuesday, watch it.
Oh, okay. Alright. Or we could all just go and start watching Gundam. There's hundreds of episodes.
Let's not jump into that because I will jump into that. One of you might not enjoy this. Maybe just wait. 2.
I'm only down if there's a new Gundam. I'm not willing to go back to old Gundams.
I'm
done with that part of my life.
Iron-Blooded Orphans.
I've never watched a Gundam.
I meant like coming out. Yeah, I know. I remember when that came out. I'm not going back.
I won't jump into too much into this, but they had
too much Gundam.
They had here's the thing.
Only if their shit made sense. They're like the fucking Night series.
I don't want to agree with you on this one, but recently there was this thing that they were trying to do, like this merger. They haven't really explained 100% what it's going to be or what they're going to do, but this whole new resurgence of Gundam that they're trying to do, and they had this series that was supposed to like kickstart it called Gundam Narrative. It's a movie. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. This movie was lackluster, to say the least. The character and Gundam designs were okay, but it didn't feel like something worthy of a movie. It just felt like something like a filler type thing. Yeah. So, like, y'all really gonna start this whole new fucking era with this shit? Like, I guess. And it kind of didn't make sense. I'll admit to that one. But besides that, I'm kind of still wondering what they're gonna do because I am a huge Gundam fan regardless. So. Hopefully. One thing that I was upset about, apparently my friend confirmed this. I'll have to double check just to make sure, but Iron-Blooded Orphans, there's a Gundam called Barbatos. They had this trailer that looked fucking sick that uses that Gundam with another character driver. So I was like, oh shit. Because I really like Iron-Blooded Orphans. I thought it was the shit. So this, like, oh shit, they're gonna continue that world, and I like it. But apparently he says it's a trailer for a fucking mobile type game or just a video game. Like, that's so fucking shitty. I had to double check. So
you spent thousands of dollars on it.
I have to double check on it.
That's a throwback.
I just haven't because I don't want to like get that bad news. Like, it's just a fucking trailer, but I will eventually look it up, and if I remember if it's relevant, I'll mention it if it's true or not. But if it is true, that's so fucking shitty. And he's even a more Gundam freak than me, so I have no reason to doubt him. But just in case, I gotta confirm that for myself.
Look, here's the thing. When I was younger, I saw Gundam. I don't know which one, fucking obviously.
Probably Wing.
It was fucking amazing. Then, I didn't know what anime was, so I don't know how to look up more of it or any of it. Then I got older, and I was like... And once I finally started watching anime, I was like, oh, let me see what Gundam's been up to. I saw the list. I was like, fuck off, this America. And I never went back. They just milked the shit out of that license.
Are you guys interested in Gundam at all?
I like mechs. Okay. You know, like, so...
I like Gundam.
Animes with robots are great. And I was watching Giguk's videos. And I'm like... He's like, I basically watched... He said, like, probably, like, the best of the mech stuff, which is Gurren Lagann, Code Geass, and Full Metal Panic. You know, like, they incorporate things from many genres with mechs. So I watched those, and, you know, out of those three, Code Geass is my favorite. Then it'll be Full Metal Panic, and then lastly, Gurren Lagann.
Full Metal Panic is, like, such an odd one for me, because it's been out, but it's not, like, the mainstream, like, you don't hear, oh, Full Metal Panic. It's, like, it's there, it's good, but it's just, like, in just chilling on the side.
Didn't you recently come back?
Yeah. Did it? I haven't checked recently.
I think it might have another series, but honestly, I'd have to rewatch it to get back on it. But I like, you know, it has a bit of, you know, school life, slice of life, and then, you know, cool mech fights, which is amazing.
I think, okay, well, one of the more recent ones that were my favorite for Gundam is Iron Blooded Orphans, just because it touches... Here's the thing, a lot of these shows, the Gundam shows, are kind of actually, in a way, like, anti-war, and they give you, like, the... besides the Universal Center, we see all that fighting and that flurry and, like, you know, typical shit. They do touch on, like, these heavier subject of war and where it can lead you, and it's, like, an endless cycle of war through eyes of different people, and I really like how they explore it. Like, Iron Blooded Orphans is probably one of my favorite, just because of the subject matter they deal with. The main characters are basically child soldiers, and it kind of, like, gives you their world of them trying to, like, escape from this world, and the only way they can do it is doing the only thing they know how, which is fight. And it's just, for me, that's one of the better ones. It's like, this is so fucking good, and I wanted more. And the ending is just like, fuck you guys, why you do this to me? But if you ever decide to jump on it, I would highly recommend that. It's recent enough where the animation's still good. The story, like I said, I think it's very grown up, like a very subject that's like that's very out there for yeah.
Oh,
what? Oh no.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's it's a very good. It has some subject matter that's not just for children. It's actually, like, it's watchable as an adult. But besides that, yeah, honestly, if you're not a huge Gundam fan like Sergio, just don't fucking bother.
No, that's the thing. I am. It's just I don't like the complex thing where there's not just a direct story. Like,
that's true.
It's just a lot of they just license it every other fucking year to make a new story. Like that other fucking Fate Grand series or whatever it's called.
Leave Fate alone.
According
his own
the last thing I'll say on the Gundam on that, it's some of it. Yeah, you're right that some of it could just not exist.
Yeah.
I think what they should do, I mean, they won't, but if they went back and just got rid, like, not even get rid of, just gave us a list of what to watch, like, there are lists online of what to watch, but at that point, it's like, it's not
But those
official.
are subjective lists.
Yeah, so just give us, like, some sort of thing to the timeline, and they definitely could be streamlined, it's just, they're not going to do it.
Look, I'm down with Gundam if they ever, like, they're like, hey, we're relaunching, fresh, everything else doesn't exist.
That's kind of what Narrative was kind of trying to do.
Was gonna do.
But
if they ever do that, I'll be back, but for now...
I'll let you know, because they started with Narrative, and so far it's a weak start. Oh!
You want
fucking Thunderbolt is another good one, and they use jazz in a very, very fucking great way, like the actual music. It has 2 movies, Gundam Thunderbolt. Another one that I recommend. It's definitely more.
What are they on?
I watched them on YouTube, dude. They were on there for free for like a while. I don't know if it's still on there. But anyways, back to Fate. As Giga likes to say, is it a hentai with the anime that's more whatever? Do you remember that? I can't remember, but that shit was just fucking hilarious. Like, at this point, I don't know if it's a hentai with just safe from anime. That shit was hilarious, dude.
But yeah, I just, I like a congruent story. Just, this is what you gotta watch if you're into this. And those two are just so complex and confusing. I'm like, get away from me.
I'll give you the one for Fate. That one just makes no fucking sense. Like, what are you guys doing?
that one,
Honestly,
that one they like relaunch every other time.
I tried to watch Fate. I got into it, and then I was talking to Jason, and he told me that that's not the one I was supposed to be watching. And I was just like,
you can watch whatever one you want.
Yeah.
Dude. Like here's a quick rundown. I'll just give you the cliff notes on this. The Fate, what they're doing and why there's so many fucking weird iterations. It's based off a graphic novel to the teeth, where they have different paths you can take. That's what these different shows are. Like the different paths you can take within this graphic novel, and then from there they branch off into like other fucking random shit that I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm like,
so it's a choose your adventure
Pretty
anime.
much.
essentially. So yeah, so you'll have like at least 2 or 3 series, which takes place basically in the same like parallel, just different choices essentially. You have like the original from like the 90s or something, the animation that was whack, don't watch it.
Yeah.
And then you have like the more recent Unlimited Blade Works, I think it was, which is actually pretty good, but again, it's like just so out there. Like I don't know if you want to take the time to watch it, but it's actually really good. And then they have one more where I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's just like it's too convoluted.
Yeah.
At this point.
Like, long story short, we don't want it.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
that was explaining a lot of things that we don't want.
I like, I want a narrative. I love narrative.
God,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you need to watch fucking, what is it? There's 2 things you need to watch by Brian David Gilbert. The Link's timeline, and then him trying to break down Kingdom Hearts timeline. It's hilarious. I'm talking to you specifically, because you're not going to watch it.
Yeah.
At the very least, watch the
Send me the links. You said you were going to do that.
You
and
did say that.
never
I
have.
sent you the poker up, but that was long.
I didn't watch it.
It's
I'm
long,
I'm not interested in the
But
poker
it's
rap.
worth it. I think it's worth it. Okay, I'll send you the links to the other ones for sure. At the very least, watch the Links one, because that one's hilarious.
And I like Zelda, but it's the same shit. It all doesn't
Yeah,
fucking
so
matter.
it just, at the very least, watch him try to break down the timeline.
Sorry.
It's hilarious.
But it's true.
Yeah, it's true, but it's hilarious. So you should watch it. I'll try to link it tonight. But yeah, that's my Gundam TED Talk. Thank you for coming. Gundam. I still have a Gundam at home that I need to open up and build. It's just,
Yeah, you talked about that like 2 years ago.
it might have been 2 years ago.
Wow.
But I got it.
Almost been 2
Wow,
years ago.
dude. Wow.
It's just the problem with me when I like something is I go all out on certain subjects when I shouldn't do it. Like, if I don't have the right tools for it, like, no, I gotta get the tools, I gotta get this, I gotta get that to make everything, like, I don't buy things literally, like, little by little. Whenever I get into a hobby, I gotta go all in from the beginning, and that's kind of why this has been there, because I don't have all the proper materials to start, and I don't want to until I have them, and it's just, like, the stupidest thing ever, but that's just how I am when it comes to hobbies.
Wow.
Yeah,
You should look up on YouTube how to MacGyver build.
No, there's
You're-
there's a fucking Gundam. There's a way to do this. MacGyver build what though?
Your Gundam.
There's actually an actual for specifically Gundam.
No, I'm just saying, bro.
It's literally how to.
You're going way too
Yeah,
serious on
he's
this.
saying if you don't know how to do something, look up how maybe you could get away without the proper tool.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was an actual series. Like
No.
No, I'll make it for you.
Or you
and
make
then I'll
it,
post
you make it for the future
Yeah.
generations. dog.
Do it.
I'll ask third parties because I know they built Gundams like to the T.
to the T.
Yeah, talk to James. He did.
Yeah.
He did a lot of Gundams, and James is cool. You could talk to him.
I'll let him
James
know. I'll
Rodriguez.
let him know you're coming.
Coming on him or
Hey.
on it. Hey. Oh, you messed.
We're going through a tunnel. I'm sorry.
But I think that anything else. Last thoughts on Fire Force? Like anything else? I think that's it for me, dude. Like,
Yeah, Fire Force. 3 episodes so far. I gave it a thumbs up. I will
thumbs
probably
up.
keep
I would recommend.
it up. And yeah, I gotta see where it goes.
I hope. So what do you
I'm
guys think
hooked
about?
enough.
What do you guys think about doing this watching together and talking about it?
Oh yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do a whole series or if next time we're gonna watch something else.
I don't
fresh
know.
from the
That's what I'm
start.
saying.
That's
Like,
the
Oh,
start.
well, the first
figure that
before
out.
before
Well,
that, what I was wondering is, what do you
that's-
guys think, just in general, of doing it in general? Since it's our first time trying it.
I enjoy it, but
I enjoy it too.
I guess we just gotta find stuff that we call like try and watch.
I think the only
That'll be
issue.
the biggest challenge ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this on camera. We can cut it off whenever,
On
but
camera.
on camera, on recording. Any
Yeah,
last-
we'll decide that off camera. But anything else coming on? No Naruto talk.
another talk. Naruto
Sasuke's
TED
a
talk.
bitch, but you know that's about it.
Naruto TED talk. No.
Yeah,
Naruto's
you know
going
what?
back in time to see young Naruto.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I'm not touching that. Can we not mention Boruto ever again?
It's weird because I have been watching a lot of OG Naruto because my sister's finally watching it.
Oh, dang, that's dope.
And you know what? As horrible as I remember it as being, it really is. But a lot of it, if someone did a supercut, that's a probably good show.
Yeah.
It's just,
I can see that.
It's just full of so much fucking garbage.
There's someone out there that might be working on that.
I hope someone does, because every time I watch it, I'm like, oh, this is fairly enjoyable. Then they do their bullshit where they like space out garbage for nothing. I'm like, oh god, I forgot this was a thing.
Yeah.
Every time an episode starts, get ready for 3 minutes of last week. It's fucking brutal.
Oh, and the fucking camera shift like this, like.
But I say we maybe switch it up so we won't sound like a fucking anime podcast, maybe.
True.
Alright.
Hobbs and Shaw, you mentioned it.
Oh, fuck, Hobbs and Shaw. Dude, fuck. Hobbs and Shaw. Hey, we gotta get food if we're watching Hobbs and Shaw, though.
I wanted to get tacos today, but I don't think it was time because I was so hungry. But I'm down for food next week.
You
2 weeks from now.
I'll bring the what is it?
Because we could make
broccoli.
We could do.
You can uninvite yourself.
Broccoli tacos.
Yeah, because we could do. We should probably bring food for when we're watching it. So
Down.
we could do something.
Y'all are just gonna hear a lot.
No, we record
gonna
after,
watch.
asshole.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna do it live, homie.
But Hobbs and Shaw.
You heard it here first. Next week, in 2 weeks.
Hobbs
Our next
and
episode,
Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw.
So next week's Invader Zim. Gotcha.
I mean, fuck it, dude. That's it.
We've all seen that already.
Yeah.
Eddie hasn't.
He fell asleep through it, but he saw it.
He
Yeah,
was there.
I was there.
His
Yeah.
mind's eye saw it. His third eye.
He was there.
I was there, and I heard the recaps.
Yeah. But I hope one day we're reviewing like the Super Bowl or something. That'd be low key sick.
Straight up, I'll be like,
One can dream, Sergio.
I'd be the guy everybody hates because I'm like, I just came here to watch a game. I love athleticism. It is like one good play, I switch teams.
Like, so what's
I
up?
made up
So
my
what's-
mind who wants to win.
So what's up, Eddie? The lighting was sick, bro.
Bro.
Like, oh god.
You see the color on that? It was like peak color. That palette was
Well, I'm just saying, we be on some nerdy ass shit, and we're technically not that, but we're supposed to be losers, not just nerds. But I feel we're always fighting talking about some fucking geek shit.
I know.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We'll try to.
I
Hobbs and
forgot
Shaw,
that-
I think it'll be a good.
That is pretty bro
takeaway.
shit. That'll bring us through. Oh fuck. Are we getting the White Claws for Hobbs and Shaw?
Okay.
I can't. I want to, but I can't.
The only reason I always, when Sergio brings it up, because he doesn't drink that often,
Hey.
I want to encourage it, so...
Just such a bad influence.
Yeah.
You could just say no. We could just do the food.
No, I'm like,
No,
I'm
we can
all
just do the
in.
food.
And I just got to remind myself not to drink so much.
I want to say yes, but I don't think I can. I really want to say yes because I want this to happen. Because
No, we're getting the white. I'm getting the White Claws. They're coming in.
not to. If you bring them, I'll drink one, and I'll.
He's gonna drink
No.
half.
Yeah, we don't gotta get lit like
No.
last time.
I had to
drank.
cap it at one. You guys,
He's
I'm
gonna drink
sorry.
like
We'll do 3.
Jesus, dude, I'm such a lightweight. 2 almost fucking killed me,
But you had 3 last time,
and I almost died.
so we're capping
I
it
had
at
like
2.
I had a fucking
Okay,
I had like
that's a
fucking
good compromise.
Even I had to, dog.
I had a small
Of the
hangover
other
the
shit.
next
Yeah.
day. I was like, this is not okay.
Even I had to, and we'll have food this
I
time.
was ashamed
last
of
time,
myself.
Last time was stupid because we didn't even do food. We just literally did the drink.
Because I know I ate, but oh my god, I think...
Yeah, but
I think it's just the...
You gotta
the
eat almost
carbonated
during.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. All right.
Yeah, if
so,
anything, we'll for sure do food. But coming up,
Hobbs and Shaw
Hobbs and Shaw, get ready. It's
live
gonna be fucking
reactions
lit.
as we poo it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
We are not pulling this.
we need to pull this shit and record that shit and do a reaction shit like the fucking react people on YouTube. What's up, homie?
And we'll do a couple of helicopter dicks. I think.
We're gonna have to put it on Pornhub because that'll get demonetized because of the we need the pulling.
a bit of a helicopter dick in there.
Yeah,
helicopter
well, if
dick,
you're winning the point, you might as well. And you're gonna see the rocks, so you're gonna get stiffy.
All right, y'all. This has been Loser Quest. Hope y'all enjoy it. Sergio's mom, as always, thank you for keeping us afloat and not kicking us out.
No
So peace
I
out.
just looked up Winnie the Poohing.
You really did it though.